Hey guys, and welcome to the Funkykit Show live on this Thursday. Yes, 21st of January, and welcome to another great year. Yes, we have our new President Biden, and everything's happening. Yes, all good things happening. So hopefully this year is going to be a great year. And today's show, we have special guest Mike from Thermaltake. And he's going to be talking about some new products at the Thermaltake Virtual Expo. Yes, I'm going to be live with Mike, and he's going to get some products to show us. And we can't wait to see the new products for Thermaltake. And yes, let's have a look at the agenda and see what products we got in line for us. So as you can see, we got Thermaltake chassis. Yes, we're going to talk about the I think it's the T100. Yeah, I think it's called T100. Yeah, I think it's called that. Then we have got the gaming accessories, and we got RAM, we got AIOs, and we got the gaming chairs as well. All right, so let's have a look at who's online on the chat. We have Lady Forever 7, we got iGrandparents, and we got Alonso. Hey, how's it going? Yes, they're all coming in. And yes, we're going to switch over to Mike. So, Mike, how's it going, Mike?
Oh man, doing good, dude. Hey, thanks for letting us let me join in on the show, man, so we can talk about stuff.
No problem.
How you been?
Yeah,
How you been?
Yeah, be good. We usually catch up at the CES show, right? We met last year at 2020, and we couldn't make it this year because of the the pandemic and stuff. But yeah, so far this year's been good. And how's it going for you over there in CES? Or in January.
Well, we're trying to do the best that we can, right? And being able to do our second virtual expo that we got to run here this month to kind of show, and do what we could for, us all being at home and staying safe and everything, right? And then at the same time, being able to set up this virtual tour so we can do more of like a one-on-one, closer discussions on certain products that we have that are going to be coming out. And, being able to kind of explain a little bit more into detail about each individual product, almost to where this would be something almost even better than CES, because, we got usually a large crowd. There's a lot of people around, right?
Oh, yeah.
And we're here, and, my job is to be able to, I got a short period of time to explain to you like the key things, that we got coming from Thermaltake.
Yeah.
And, sometimes we get distractions, sometimes other stuff comes up. But I mean, this is an awesome alternative, I think. And even going forward, once we can, start being able to meet up again, I think a lot of this type of virtual meeting and stuff like that is really going to reflect on a lot of us. And we'll be able to do some really neat things going forward, connect more, show you guys the products a lot closer, and be able to interact with people live on, stuff like this.
Yeah, sure. I like your setup. Is that in your office? You got your like TT logos everywhere. You got your products. You got your system. Well, tell us a little bit about your system at the back. You got that red system going on, like a system build.
So as funny as it is, that's basically my my office PC. That's for my Outlook and my PowerPoint and my Excel. It was my Sun-Kissed mod that, I probably built that maybe 4 or 5 years. No, probably 5, 6 years ago.
Yeah.
I did a full teardown. That was the first mod that I ever did with Thermaltake.
Okay.
I called it the Sun-Kissed with 2 T's, and I painted it a candy tangerine, House of Color orange with a flake in it. And it's really kind of hard. You can't probably see too much of it, but like, I can tell you one thing. When you look at like that little chrome stripe, the whole point of that was I had to chrome the entire frame of the case just to get that one little strip. But that's
right. So see, guys, gaming PCs are not just for gaming. You can do office work on there too.
They're multi-purpose for a lot of that stuff. But this is my office here at Thermaltake in California, and a lot of what I had to do was kind of convert some stuff around with a lot more stuff being online versus offline. And I just thought it was a great idea to kind of be able to set up a room, have this little spot where we can do some discussions, be able to kind of catch up, chat a little bit about what's going on, and then be able to also show you guys some great products, do some demos, a lot of educational stuff.
Definitely.
Explain to people what we got going on, and then how to use it. Give you that test drive before you buy.
Yeah. Do you have like a workshop over there too? People can actually see what you're doing and everything, what you're building, and especially if you got a new product, right? You have like a workshop where people can actually get to see what you guys do. I think they have some.
I have a couple of different angles that I can do, and I actually have 2 full motorized desks. Luckily, because we got
the ones that goes up and down, right? Cool.
So, I got to tell you, I'm really kind of set up here with Thermaltake with this awesome Rgb furniture that I got. But And, a little bit later to talk to you about this interesting chair that I'm sitting in just the same. But we have a nice little spread layout where I can show you guys some products. I got some cases, I got some cooling, I got some peripherals and stuff to show you guys. So I'm really excited about getting into that. And then we can, kind of talk a little bit about what's new and what's fresh here from Thermaltake for 2021.
Excellent, excellent. All right, okay, so shall we move on and have a look at some of the products you have? Show us what you got first. Is that the gaming mouse or whatever?
Yeah, so first and foremost, I got to say we've been doing a lot of peripherals for a while. Thermaltake here, we've done the TTE Sports brand, which and then we've I would say fairly recently went into the TT gaming side of things. And I thought that was an interesting direction for us to give a nice fresh new look for some fresh new peripherals. And with what we showed a little bit before, we're finally kind of bringing this is like a whole new series. With a lot of the components that we've done, we would come out with a series of either headsets, mice, keyboards and everything, but I really like how we kind of brought the Argent series all together because it's an entire matching series. I have here, for example, like our Argent M5 RGB wireless mouse. Now, this right here is just, it's wireless, so that's really neat. It also, of course, has, the ability to be able to plug it in and, do the charge and everything. It's ambidextrous, so you got both sides of the fence, lefties, righties, no problem. You got buttons on both sides, but it's the series. It's like, as I show you, like with the headset that I have, it matches. You didn't see us do a Kronos mouse or a Kronos keyboard to the headset series. Just the same thing with like a Poseidon headset. Had a variety of things that we brought out to the market for a lot of our gaming gear. But one of the things I thought was really cool was we tied everything all in together with the Argent series to do not just a mouse, not just a keyboard or a headset, but be able to kind of, offer that full suite or that that it's not just a series, but more of like an ecosystem of just everything all tied together. Cause we got the mouse pad and like we got headset holders and bungees and stuff like that for holding, your mouse cable. And it's the whole thing. And then it's all tied into, our software so you can synchronize it all up and get everything.
So
I showed you the mouse.
So the mouse, you got the mouse, and then you have like the headset, the keyboard. The desk is also Argent series, right?
We've had desks, so we already have desks out. This is our this is our RGB desk that I have right here. Yeah. But we've done a couple of desks, but we have a new one coming out that we haven't really shown yet. I unfortunately do not have a sample of that here, but in the press releases we did talk about it.
We posted that.
Watch. There was a few different things in there that we got down the road to kind of give people a little bit of an idea of what's to come.
And all this RGB is all synced up with your software and everything, right?
Yes. So everything that we have that's RGB, if it's either on like the iRGB Plus or iTake side, which is going to be like your full addressable stuff, or just our ARGB line that synchronizes with the motherboard. I think we do a really good variety on both sides.
Oh, nice. Okay, so we got the mouse. Okay, so that's usual. They got the cable charge. You have it's ambidextrous. You got the RGB, and it matches with all the other accessories. So mouse. Anything more to talk about the mouse?
Okay, so one thing, on a personal side, I've been trying the mouse out since we got in here. One of the big things that I noticed about it is that the mouse wheel, it's a lot larger, or a little bit wider than what you're more, I would say, standardly used to.
Yeah, I noticed that. Okay.
Kind of interesting. Maybe give it a little different feel. Maybe somebody's, I've been, upset that my mouse wheel is just too thin. I need something a little bit thicker I can grab onto. Who knows? But it's a difference that I felt right away using it for the first time. It's made out of metal too, which is really kind of cool, and it gives it a little bit more of a weight to it. So it's just something I've noticed with it. Other than that, it's got a nice, good feel to it. The rubberized coating that's on here feels really good, really soft to my hands, and it gives that nice black monochrome look that a lot of what we've been doing with like the TTE Sports, with the TT gaming side of things, with like the new logo and stuff. I think it really matches really nicely. And to add to that, I also have here is our K5 RGB keyboard. This is the Argent keyboard. So this is a mechanical gaming keyboard in a different look than what we've done before.
I noticed you got the key, the cursor keys, and then the number pad is like a different tone of the color.
When you look at the color, It's got this interesting little step down to it. If you can kind of see the little wave, it kind of like steps down to it, but the keys are all the same height, so don't freak out about that. But it does have a nice little accent to it, where this area over here has a black plate on the background, where the rest of it is just that nice metallic silver color.
Very nice, very nice. And that's all RGB. What's that little wheel on the side?
So this is like, what you'd have for like your volume control, and then it even has a little push button for the mute. So I like how you push it once to mute and unmute, similar to like what you would see from a normal media key. Kind of we did a little bit of a different design than like our level 20 series or X1 series and so on that we've done for that. And then this, of course, cherry mechanical. You're looking at for this one is going to be in the blue switch as well as the silver switch. For this one, and then we also have another keyboard, but it's not tied into the Argent series, but definitely something I just want to kind of mention. I might not have included the software.
The wrist pad
of the nice this plush wrist pad's got like memory foam in it, and it's like one of those ones where it like leaves the imprint. You know what I mean?
Okay, it's like a memory foam.
Premium, more than I've seen from any of the other like wrist pad stuff that we did, but comes along with it. With the K5, in regards to that. And then if you're looking for a little bit more freedom, we have the W1, which is our wireless keyboard. And we haven't done wireless in a while for the keyboard side.
Yeah. People are going wireless these days, especially with the Weiss and everything.
You're moving around, you're doing work, you're doing school, you're doing gaming. Maybe this thing's going to kind of go around to a couple of different things throughout the day, or you just want to be able to have something like even streaming. Or like if I want it here, or I want my keyboard here just to move it, or even be able to kind of take it back on my lap, and just relax and do some emails or something like that, either for a work thing or for a school thing or for at home. But it's nice to get the wireless freedom of this. Yeah. And I like that this has a wrist rest, but it's all one piece. So it's not like you're worried about this falling off or anything. It gives you that like a little bit wider surface, so that way you don't really have the little wrist out. It's comfortable.
So going back to the Argent keyboard, are the keys programmable in any sense? Is that done with the software, or could you do any of that?
So one of the things I really like about what we do with our keyboards and just how we interact with it is that we do have the ability to both do software as well as a manual function control. The keyboard itself has a function button on here, and as you press on that function button, you have a variety of different options. There's a lighting effect up over here, as well as a memory, lighting, and LEDs. And you can manually program this so that without even installing one bit of software, and be able to set up stuff like, I want all my keys white, but I want WASD like blue. I can do that. And I can select the blue. I can select the brightness, as long as you understand our fun little function key patterns that we have. Right. But it's basically a plug it in, and the thing I like about this, it's really neat, is when you plug this in and press like the color, F9, 10, and 11 become RG and B. And
cool.
You can actually, you press red and take a little bit of red out, and then the blue and the green become more dominant, and that's how you get like a teal color. Or if you want purple, you'll sit there and you'll drop out like the green, so that way you get the red and the blue.
Nice.
And like I said, it's just a manual control. And we've been doing this on like a lot of our keyboards, and I love a lot of that because it's stored on the keyboard itself. If I move it from one place to the other, it's all stored in there on that. Of course, you get more functionality by adding in the software, but I just like the fact that you get like the best of both with it, and it makes it pretty simplistic.
Okay, cool. So mouse covered, keyboard covered, now the headset. So you're wearing the headset. Are you talking about the Argent series headset? Is that right?
So yeah, this is one of the Argent headsets that we have coming out. This is the wired version. We do have like a 7.1 wireless as well. There's actually, for the headsets, we do have a couple of those. These would be the Argent H5, and then that's going to be a 7.1 surround sound, and then another wireless gaming headset. A lot of that we're looking down the road though. As far as availability, most of the stuff's going to be coming like towards around end of Q1, some stuff maybe like Q2, but we, some of these other things we're really kind of showing a little bit early, because we're just trying to get like the full suite, give you guys an idea what's to come, and then also get the feedback from the community, wonderful media people like yourself. Cool. You guys tell us, hey, Thermal Mike, I like this mouse, but I want it, I like this, but I like that. And we get that stuff, and it really helps us to be able to kind of finalize the product and take something that would kind of be like 80-85% and do like 90-95% on that. And I've seen a lot of new direction in that from Thermaltake here, and I'm looking forward to getting a lot of feedback from people, like for example with the chair that I have behind me here too.
So the headset, does it have RGB? Any?
No. Well, this one doesn't. This one particularly doesn't, and that's the thing that I like, is that we do have an Rgb headset as well, but we're not doing RGB on everything, if you can understand me. I mean, some of the stuff, it makes sense, and you want that RGB, or just the option, right? We have an off switch, just like everybody else, and you have, options to do something subtle, or do something pretty wild. I mean, with the different animations and everything now, with all the different modes, we have a lot of modes. I mean,
I remember going to the CES show, and you showed me those new fans that were just released last year, and it was like you can do all sorts of programming stuff on there, like patterns, logos, and all sorts. I thought, what? You can do that on your fans? And you had a display of fans. It was like, wow, it's like almost like an LED display with all your logos and stuff going on there. So yeah, so there's the software, the TT software, right, that goes with the RGB. So yeah, it's really nice, and that's all synced up with all of the products that you have with, that support the TT ecosystem, right? The RGB.
Yeah. So like, we have standalone software like our iTake software that you have with that, and then of course if you go further and add more with Thermaltake, like say for example you get some of our fans or our AIO or cooler or even our digital power supply, you'll start to see that a lot of that stuff starts tying into each other. We'll have a dedicated software for it, so if that's all you got, at least you got something. But if you start combining things, you'll see that we're offering synchronization between the two platforms to basically kind of turn on, like, hey, just sync this too, and then make it real easy for the user to just kind of set it all to do the same thing, versus being able to set each individual LED. Yeah, we get you all of it. I mean, it's up to you how much you want to spend on it, but we got the easy way and we got the hard way. It depends on how detailed you want to get, but it's nice that we got the option for that.
Nice. All right, so accessories covered. Let's move on to some juicy bits. How about that RAM you got there? Got that XG RAM. Show me. What have you got?
I've been really excited about a lot of what we've done with the RAM. I mean, the RAM is something, really new for us. I mean, we've been doing case power and cooling for how long now? And now we're finally getting into another big group, jumping into the desktop memory.
Yeah. I mean, I love the TT RAM. I've got two of them running right now. I got the white version and the black version. But this new XG RAM is a new type of series, right? With the new heatsink and everything. So what have you got? Show us.
Yeah, so the tough RAM was awesome. I think it was a great way for us to break out into the market to show something unique by us that we could call our own. Yeah. As far as being able to jump into the memory market and say, hey guys, we're Thermaltake, and now we're making a component that for the first time really kind of will affect your performance, right?
Yeah,
I mean, your case is not going to give you a higher FPS. Who knows? And Thermaltake, your AIO is going to run a little bit cooler, but that's not going to give you a lot more frames for the most part, not directly at least, right? So it's really interesting for us to finally jumping, into a memory market where we can start taking more of that closer to Thermaltake gaming type of aspect. And then I think with this, it's probably, to me, it's the best next step we could have made, going from the tough RAM RGB. We're showing that off and getting into the memory market and saying, hi, this is what we're doing and we're serious about it. And then now coming back to something like this new XG memory. Now, this memory right here, I'm, big improvements. So what you're looking at, we're doing this unique little cross or X pattern design with the way, just the module, the heat sink itself is going to go. And you're going to see it's got this nice like carbon fiber, and it's got a little cross pattern that's in here. It might be a little hard to see until we get some, better photos out there, and then it's got a black color. So it gives a nice little contrast. Yeah. And then it's in the middle with this cool little chrome strip, similar to like what we did with the TT logo on the side.
Yeah.
Something a little bit, I would say this a little bit more standardized is going to fit right in. I think this is a great next step for us.
So this is marketed as a performance memory, right? Is that marketed as a performance memory? High end?
This starting at 3600 speeds, going all the way up to 4600. So we're not messing around with the memory speeds and everything like that. I know that we're going to be starting these out in 16 gig kits. And of course, we've done 32 gig kits and 64 gig kits as well. So with stuff like that, you could definitely see more from us here in the future with the new XG. But, RGB is always important. So to mention, we've definitely taken it to the next level with the XG, where with like tough RAM, I mean, we have 16 LEDs in here. There's almost triple the amount of LEDs.
16 LEDs.
You know, and the thing I like is it's 3 different little zones. So you have a top bar and a bottom bar with these 2 little like jewels on the side. So it kind of gives a different little look to it. I mean, it might be a little hard to see, but I know people are going to start getting the memory out there and being able to show off, you know, that RGB. And when you tie it together with our AIOs or all our DIY LCS stuff, and, you know, just getting that whole ecosystem all tied in together, it's just going to get easier and easier the more and more Thermaltake stuff you tie together. You know what I mean?
I'm interested in the 4000 plus DDR4, those the ones. Hey, you got them in different colors. Is that something new as well?
So, you know, fun little thing to show, because I always like to show neat little things here on stuff like this. But, you know, this is our tough RAM, and I really was excited about this. I'm honestly, I'm not 100% sure what the plan is, the final plan is for these. But if we're doing any kind of cool little dress-up kits for people that already bought our tough RAM, you know, something like this where we got the red with the chrome, or just this nice gold on gold, bro. I mean, these colors, you know, are pretty hot, and I could definitely see us doing like blues or greens or other things that maybe be like a dress-up kit versus being sold on the module only itself. But I don't know. You guys let me know. Would you guys like some dress-up kits from Thermaltake for your current tough RAM?
Yeah.
So what did you get in?
I've got the white ones here. Can you see that right there in my little screen, top right-hand corner?
And that's solid. We've done the non-RGB as well as the RGB and both the black and the white as well. So adding a little bit of color, I think, doesn't hurt, man. I think this would look real hot in a build where a lot of people are either doing a white or just a black and red type of combo.
Right, because most of the RAM out there are either black, some white, but you have different colors, and like the gold, I like that, and the orange or possibly red, even the blue. I mean, those designs would be quite good for any system builds. I mean, you know, you get builds with a different color theme, right? Orange and black, blue and yellow, and you know, that kind of stuff. So cyberpunk themed and all sorts. So yeah, I mean, those look really good with those different colors. So yeah.
And then you could think of, you know, like the mix and match kind of things. I mean, we used to do this way back when. Did you know? Like, we used to have Thermaltake heat spreaders. I mean, it was something like, you know, that the Kenny told me. I was like, really? And then he showed me these pictures of the amazing heatsink kits that he used to do like 20 years ago.
Yeah. They've done some stuff a while back, and I think it's people just starting to, you know, build gaming PCs and modding and stuff like that. That's when it all kind of exploded in the last couple of years, where, you know, hey, I need that different type of color for my mod. You know, I can't just be using these black modules. They're just boring color, right? You want something different. So hey, nice.
Or or you're gonna just take it apart and paint it yourself and do your own thing with it, right?
I've done that plenty of times with my graphics cards. The hood, it's just gray and black. Come on, man. So I painted the hood of the Radeon, so he was just like, I painted it. So cool.
No, I've done the same thing with like NVIDIA stuff, AMD stuff, Intel stuff. You know, it's always nice to just kind of make it your own when you do a bunch of things like that.
Nice. Okay, so accessories covered, RAM covered. Let's have a look at the next big thing here. Let me. I think you need to switch over your screen, right, to this.
Yeah, I'm gonna switch over here, and let's just go ahead and go on over.
Wow.
All right.
Okay, cool.
So right here, I mean, it might be a big thing, but it is physically small. This is our new Tower 100. I can tell you guys right now, from the improvements that we made with the case from when we first showed it back last summer, I just, you know, this right here with the change on the side panel is probably the biggest thing I wanted to see out of the case. I mean, I was a huge fan of the Tower 900.
You build one?
The Donkey Kong PC. I mean, you Google Donkey Kong PC. I am very humbled to see that, like, right there. You know, with that.
Yeah.
And the case was perfect for something like that. And you know, we did the tower only in a single model. A lot of the cases and the case line stuff that we do here at Thermaltake, it's usually several different choices, and it's like a family or a group of products. The Tower 900 standed alone by itself, and on top of that, we did this a few years ago. So
I did.
For us to be able to bring back a series and keep the Tower series alive, I'm so excited that we have a nice little mini version of this. And of course, I'm hungry for more, and I would love to see us now do something in the middle then, because we're keeping this alive. And I can't get enough of this little guy.
Oh yeah,
It just came out to market. It
Yeah.
just got out of market, and want to show you some stuff. But yeah, do you got any questions on this, or anybody in the chat and anything got any questions on it?
Yeah, well, let me just quickly say something. I love mini ITX builds. Okay, guys. I mean, I've got two of them right here. I've got this one from Antec. I've got this one from another one, the brand. But yeah, I love the mini size, and I just love the form factor. And I've seen a trend for the last year or so or more that people are moving on to ITX build systems because they're small, they're compact, they look neat, and you can fit them in anywhere. You know, on your table, under your desk, on the wall, whatever. It's so compact. And now with Thermaltake, you know, with the new T100, the tower, and I see some builds already on the net, and they look so neat and nice, you know. So
dude,
yeah,
I have to give some props to my man Tim, who's a local over here, modder for us and everything. He just whipped out a really cool black and yellow Tower 100 build. And man, that thing is fresh, right on.
Nice.
I mean, you know, it's lucky that he was able to, you know, be able to get that product fairly quickly. I've been talking with him about it, as well as like a few other modders, and I know you guys are in the channel, and thank you guys so much for being here. But you know, one thing that's a part of my job that I enjoy is not just being able to explain about like what the product can do, but get to talk to all these wonderful modders that just have these wild ideas and want to know how I can slam DIY LCS into something this compact. They all want to just try to like, how do I break the rules? How do I void your warranty? How do I make something crazy? And you know, I tell you guys, and I thank you guys, because you guys break up my day by asking me, hey, Thermal Mike, how do I throw a 240 in here? I'm like, bro, it's not even as wide as a 240 radiator. Where are you going to put it?
Hey, you gotta mod it. You have to mod it. All right.
You know, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
So are you able to quickly show where the components fit inside this case? Are you able to show the panels? Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah. So here's a little breakdown. Tower 100, right? You guys are looking at something like this. It's mini ITX, so it's a love it or hate it on the form factor size. You're definitely looking at this to be able to have something more of like a square versus that traditional rectangle or, you know, mid-tower case that's ATX. You want something a little bit different, maybe something a little bit smaller and compact. The Tower 100 really gives you a nice, different type of look and aspect on tower PC gaming. And with this, I mean, the way this is set up, you can see, you get 3 window panels, and then of course the sides are this beautiful combo of tempered glass and ventilation, specifically where this graphic card mount is going to be vertically mounted here going into the motherboard on the side. And then on the back of the case, you have more ventilation options here, as well as the power supply connection. And then we even got little ports out the back, so that way you can run all of your cables down. Because you got to think, this right here, with the way this is set up, the motherboard's rotated, so the IO's on the top. So that means all your connections are here on the top. And to kind of make that even easier, with the way the top panel, now the top panel is actually secured in with some screws, but to show you this little access panel, we have just like one of those little, like it's like a click, and then it like unlocks. And then this panel is removable, giving you access inside the top panel. So, you know, you can plug your HDMIs in, USBs, all that fun stuff to be able to run it down the back. And then this also acts to secure and hold the side panels in on the case. Nice. And then, of course, you know, this is perforated, you know, for airflow, because you need as much as possible in something this small. And then it also has a nice filter here on the back. So this is pretty easy to just kind of, you know, give it the one around rinse off, or just, you know, clean it out with some compressed air. Now, the top panel secured down is going to hold all these side panels in place. But one of the things I like about this is it's just a simple hinge mounting system. So this just kind of just sits and locks in there. There's no thumb screws. There's no real hardware to kind of deal with, you know, where you have to disconnect things. It just kind of slide up and off. And then this is a cool little, I got to tell you, man, I love this little combo panel of both glass and ventilation. We've done a lot of glass. We've done a lot of RGB.
I know that.
I feel, you know, we need to have some balance. And this panel screams balance of what a lot of people are looking for. You want the look, you want the function at the same time. And, you know, on the back, you got a filter. So this will be a little filter that'll pop out. You can rinse this. You know, you can take it out if you want even more airflow. Just the same. And then, you know, kind of give you guys a little bit, you know, of an idea of the size of this for you guys at home. I have
Hey,
over
Mike,
here.
the filter panels, they're magnetic, right?
Yeah, so these got just like little simple magnets on the top and the bottom, so they just walk right back in.
Yeah.
And then they stay in there.
Yeah.
Because
Very nice.
you don't want to have to hold this and close the door. That would be silly.
I hate the sliding ones. The sliding ones just pain in the ass.
I mean, we still deal with that. Like, you still get that on the bottom, but I think the bottom is probably the only place where that actually works the best.
Well, that's the only way, yeah, because you can slide it out for the bottom,
You just
right?
slide
But
it
for
out
the
and
side
put it back like
panels,
a tool.
you want it magnetic, yeah. Okay, so
Right,
we got a graphics card there. What are you going to do with it? Show me.
So this is a 2080 Ti.
Yeah.
I want to give you guys just a little bit of perspective. Now, the thing about the Tower 100 is that you're going to get a vertical mount. So the card's going to go into the system this way, and it's going to plug directly into the PCI Express slot. No riser cables, directly into the system. And the thing that's great about it is it's not going to give you that GPU sag issue or putting extra stress on your nice expensive graphics card and or your motherboard. And it looks just kind of cool because it's in a different way. But look, get some perspective, guys. Get some perspective. So this is a 2080 Ti. This is a ballpark of where that card's going to mount, and you can already see some perspective of how small this case really is. Or at least,
and your side panel, the side panel, then we have like the the grills, the grooves.
It's going to be right there, right over the graphics card area. So
exactly,
it's basically
you're going to get airflow.
And you'll have that little bit of airflow right there. And the thing that really makes or break the case as far as airflow concerns, especially for large graphic cards. I mean, this thing can fit 13-inch graphic cards. I've thrown a 3090 in here because why not? And I mean, it's so big. I thought it was really neat because the card is so big that the power connections are actually under the cover. You don't even see them. Wow, I haven't really had that scenario just yet. It was just a fun little thing. But at the same time, the case is not necessarily focused on, high-end enthusiast stuff only. It supports a variety of different people. So if your graphics is not a monster in the case, I like how we did a little extra thing by putting in a couple replacement panels. So when you look at this is where my power supply, my cables are going to be. And if your graphics card is going to be not, utilizing that space, at least we got a nice little cover for the side.
Oh, nice.
Clean it up, dude. You know what I mean? And then those little details, I love that we do, little things like that. Now you get storage on this side. So you got two SSDs there. On the back panel, you have an option for the fan that you can basically more or less, you could remove the fan. And
what size is that fan?
It's a 120, but it fits 120 or 140 on any of the mounting in the case. So you get a fan on the back. You can do a push-pull configuration on the top, and then you can do another 120, 140 here on top of the power cover in the, in this front middle section right here. So there's 3 fans. This is your intake. These are your exhaust, top and back, and then you also basically get a separate intake just because of the fact your graphics card's going to have a fan on it, and it's going to pull that air. I mean, even with how NVIDIA's new cards are, where they're talking about that pass-through type of design, you more or less are kind of getting that because of the fact that the air is going in through here and the card being sideways just keeps going. And it just kind of goes over, and then you have it going up and out and then across to the side. I'm very pleased with the temperatures, and I'm very excited to see what everything kind of says, putting some big power in this small type of a chassis.
I like the way that you put the grills and the grooves at the bottom where your power supply is. So you got some nice airflow going through that too, right?
Yeah, and then because you're going to get your standard ventilation here on the bottom. Ideally, your power supply is going to want to face down, isolated from the system, so you're not having that compete with your only intake fan that you're going to have here on the top. And they're offset too. So like the power supply is behind that fan, which I like. It's not right on top of it, if you can feel me. But you still have plenty of room here for the fan as well as all your cables. You get a nice big grommet here for the 24 pin and stuff. Proper cabling for the EPS. On the back, you'll get more storage. So you'll get more SSD HDD mounts on the back there. You do sacrifice the fan doing an HDD, but again, like I said, it's a give and a take with a small form factor case and stuff like that. But I do like that it still supports an ATX power supply. So you don't got to be limited with
right.
So you can get all those cool connections just the same.
And what about AIOs? Will it fit an AIO in there? Like a 120?
So, now with the AIOs, you're going to do a single AIO radiator on the top, so it'll do either a 140 or a 120 AIO, and you can do that in a push-pull configuration.
All right, cool. Wow, I love this case, man. I need to get one myself, and then that could be my next build. I've got, yeah. I'm gonna do a red one, and it'd be like it'd be a Deadpool themed one.
I love that. Oh, dude, I definitely, yeah. Because then get the white one, because then you just have to tape off the red for the white eyes.
Yeah. Of course. Cool.
Interesting stuff. And then you got the tempered glass here. I've been a big fan of doing like etching and everything on the glass versus stickers.
Oh, talk about etching. I know who does that etching really good. Mike Patrons. He does some really good laser and all sorts of modding stuff. Well, Mike Patrons, if you're watching this, man, this could be your next build, a mini one. Okay.
He's my blues brother, so I got to give a big shout out to that, my man, right there. I wish I had my sunglasses on, because baby, I put those on and say, "What's up to you, my friend?"
Where's my sunglasses? I've got my funky chick. Here we go. There's my funky chicken. You see that? That's my funky chick. So what's up? Do you like that case? I think, yeah, you could live in this. You could live in it. Like, yeah, I love it. All right, cool. So Thermaltake, T100 is going to be, I think it'll be a really good product for this year. When's it going to be released? I'm going to talk about price. When's it going to be released? Any ideas?
Well, we actually have this available now. I already know, you can buy it directly on our website at thermaltakeusa.com. We are also, of course, e-tailers and stuff. I mean, in a global aspect, it's a global product. So it's showing up in a lot of areas. And if it's not, it will be soon. It'll be available in both the standard black color as well as this white color for the snow edition. And we're really excited to bring this. You're going to see price probably around $100 for them, maybe a little bit more. Tariff stuff's kind of floating around, but you'll see that price available. I mean, if you check right now, more or less, it's probably in stock.
Nice. Okay, cool.
Depending on where you are, you know what I mean?
All right. So we got accessories covered. We got the RAM covered. We got the new case. And then you're going to do an AIO as well as the chair later on. So anything to add before we go for a break?
No, I mean, I think I've covered that good. I mean, I've been checking the live stream, man. You guys had some really good chats going on in there and everything like that. I wanted to, kind of interact and say something too, but I did want to kind of make sure, I got my stuff across. But if you had anything you wanted to add, or if anybody has any particular questions, I mean, hey, that's why we're live, right?
Yeah.
To cover anything that we've gone over right now or in the future, you guys, drop comment down in there. Other than that, I'm getting ready. I want to do a little quick change out to show you guys some really cool stuff.
Okay, cool. So thanks, Mike, for that. And we'll be back after this break. So enjoy and hang out before we do the next load of products. So we'll see you in a bit.
Yeah, no problem.
Hope you guys enjoyed that little short video, and that was basically a build we did a while back, and also it's what we do at Funkykit. We build, we actually do a lot of things, and Funkykit. So check out the website, share on our social media, and also, of course, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and of course, follow us on Twitch. All right, it's going to go back over to Mike and see what we've got. So I think we've got some AIOs, we've got a chair, we've got some fan coolers and stuff. So let's go to Mike. Hey, Mike.
Hey, what's up, man? Hey, welcome back, everybody. Hope everybody's been doing good today here on a Thursday for me. You know, it's a Friday for you, right?
Friday
Almost
for
a
me.
week.
Friday morning for me in Asia. Yeah.
Heck yeah, man. Yeah.
All right. So what have you got in the hand? Show me.
So right here, and I wanted to show you guys this because I definitely going to jump over to liquid cooling because you know me and liquid cooling. But one thing that I definitely want to keep as a nice highlight here is that we have not, you know, with the tough fans that we came out with, we're now finally being able to utilize just the fans by themselves to incorporate in and do a nice refresh on some of our other products. And I just wanted to touch base a little bit here on CPU coolers because they do matter too. CPU tower coolers lives matter as well. And one of the things I really like about how we did this, not just from the performance aspect of this, because these are doing, I mean, the higher end one, I have a single fan and a dual fan configuration for these. And these do up to 180 watts TDP for cooling. So they're no slouch on the cooling side of stuff. And a lot of that is thanks to the new heatsink design that we're doing. We have a nice cold plate with the copper exposed heat pipes. And then we've even touched this up. And I haven't seen us do something like this since like the contact days with some of our older tower coolers. So it's been a while, and this is a nice time for us to come out with a neat refresh with the new Tough Airs. So the Tough Airs got this nice new premium topper to it, but I think one of the things, at least for me on the builder side, is this mounting bracket. That's it.
What's it? You just plop it in and that's it.
It's a new mounting system that we're using, and it's basically a 90-degree bracket that has like a coarse thread screw. You know, it goes into the fan just like the normal thing. So it's nothing fancy, no little metal hanger, hooky, clippy, fun messes of chaos
You
that
just
a lot of people will have to
in.
deal with. And I mean, it's that simple. It's
Wow.
that simple. And being able to offer this in a nice tower cooler that's going to give some good TDP, you're going to get great performance out of the Tough fan, as well as how silent this thing is. And then step it up a notch, we got the dual. This is the 510 Tough Air. So we are definitely considering and coming out with new products for our air coolers, just the same as we are for our liquid cooling and everything. And I wanted to spend a couple of minutes to show you guys the new Tough fan airs because I like the look. I like the performance that I'm seeing so far, and I can't tell you enough how much I like the building, the process of just how simple and easy this thing is to latch on. And it's on there. It's tough. It's tough, guys. I mean, I can't.
Okay, cool.
I'm really shocked that once I put this on there, I cannot pull this off. I cannot pull this apart. It has to be like unclipped. It's pretty cool.
You can actually swap them up for RGB fans as well.
And you know no, this is just I'm gonna say it. This is raw Thermaltake performance here. No RGB this time, boys. Sorry.
No RGB, guys. Okay, this is raw Thermaltake performance.
This is all motor, guys. No flashy lights this time. And I like that. Nice look to it with the way the logo is and everything, just the same too. So yeah, Tough Fan Air, great name too with it. Really excited for this product. Wanted to show you guys.
Excellent. And is that available on the market right now?
No, they will be coming soon. Yeah, I think it's, for where it's going to be and everything towards the end of Q1. We'll have some more information on it. So stay tuned on our website, social, for more information for that, coming out as far as pricing and availability.
Nice. Okay, cool. So yeah, fan coolers covered. And then you have, what's this in your hand?
So you want to take it up a notch? We got new closed loop cooling. This right here is our new Tough Liquid ARGB to kind of add on. We did like a Water 3.0 a while back. It was a few years now. And I mean, that was a non-RGB fan type of solution. The pump was there. I mean, we still sell it today. It's been around forever. And it's been an AIO cooler that, we've done a lot with. And for us to refresh and come out, well, not necessarily refresh, but come out with a new model, calling it the Tough Liquid, and tying it with our new tough fans. I think this is going to be something a lot of people are going to take a look at in the market for our new AIO coolers. If they don't necessarily want crazy amounts of RGB, because we got that too, but to come out again, like I said, giving some more performance, tying it with our tough fans. This is going to be available in a 240, 280, and 360 fitment design. It's going to have an ARGB pump housing, and look at how look at that mirror. Look at that mirror.
Nice.
Hey everybody. You know, and having that, what it is that it has the TT logo that a lot of our Flow AIOs have already. But the thing I like about this is it's rotatable, so I can spin this around so it's always the right way up for any type of orientation as far as which way I was going to put this in. So like with the Tower 100 where it's rotated like that, a static pump cooler is going to just be sideways, where this way you can more or less keep it right side up or do something funky with it and go upside down, you know, baby. You got a lot of different things you can do.
Tell us about the fittings.
So like the brackets and everything are real simple to slide on, lock these in. We've integrated the controller in here, so if you don't have a bunch of ARGB, it's got simple push buttons on it to change the mode, color, and animation speed. So it's all kind of self-contained, and then of course it's got the 5-volt that will plug right over into your motherboard, so that way you can just control it, you know, through the motherboard software.
Yeah. So the fittings for AMD, Intel, usual connections, right?
Yeah, and we kind of changed this up with the TH coolers that we already have out in the market. This new mounting system, I love it. This little slide and lock that we have, where this would be the AMD bracket versus like the Intel bracket. They just come off, and it's a real easy change. A lot of you guys out that have been doing building, you guys understand that little 4 Allen wrench thing, and you got to take off 2 separate brackets, put 2 separate brackets on, more screws, more dealing with that. This makes it simple and easy for, you know, cutting down that build time. Nice. And it's just straightforward.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So with that, I also saw, I think, press releases about the new AIOs that you have with the RAM part as well. You have this separate cooler with the RAM. Is that right?
So we're doing that right there is just the tough liquid ARGB. You kind of consider, you know, that's going to be more of like our mid-range stuff. Now, if you guys want to start talking about high-end stuff, I got something over here that I want to show you guys.
Yeah, sure.
And I think a lot of you guys are going to be pretty excited. Now, the model that I have here, I don't have the RC model in front of me because we are looking to expand this to offer options for memory cooling as well.
Okay.
And that's going to actually have a full LED screen on it, for more options for people that are looking, you know, to just get the most possible they can out of doing a CPU memory type of combination closed loop cooler. I know a lot of it we're real early to market with. I ain't gonna lie. I understand how that goes. I think a lot of you guys do too. But it is also something new and exciting for us to come out with, because, you know, it could be an option for something down the road, and this will be something that we can prepare a lot for on what our side is. And hey, thanks, chat. Thanks for moving the chat over there. You're the best.
That's thinking of it live. We can do this live.
Over here, and I couldn't really, you know, because I'm trying to get the angle so I can show you guys this. But this is our Tough Liquid Ultra. Now, this is going to come in a 240 and a 360. But the thing I love about this is that it comes with a full LED screen here on the pump. And this product's coming later. We're looking probably early May here in the U.S. And, you know, ballpark, you know, hopefully everything kind of stays, you know, better for us, right?
Yeah.
Come on, cross fingers, everybody.
Fingers crossed,
Gosh, you know, and what we're doing, finally, something we've been working on for a while, this is our new TT Rgb Plus 2.0 software. Now, this is an alpha stage right now, but to kind of show you guys just a taste at home, what we're doing, we've been doing RGB for a while. We've been doing software for a while. And I think software is the most important thing when it comes to an RGB product.
Yeah, it is.
But
yeah.
I don't necessarily think that we've been doing it the best that we could currently, and I definitely think it's time for a change. And I think with the new 2.0 software, where we can combine our TT Rgb Plus, our iTake software, our DPSG digital power supply software, our Neon Maker editing LED software, and then of course our Tough RAM software for our memory. Being able to combine these different systems all in together, and then having a new GUI interface that doesn't have a carousel, that doesn't have the little rotate around, you know, different little boxes. You're welcome. And being able to give you guys this new, fresh little like layout. So what I have here is the liquid. Now this is the LED screen. You'll have different options to be able to set like your CPU temperature, load, GPU temperature, and more. We even do like the coolant temperature on the AIO, and you can have this as like a static monitoring display in real time, or like as I have it set up here in like a carousel mode, where you can select a couple of different options and then be able to have it rotate through those. And you can even pick, how fast it changes from one to the other.
Yeah.
Another thing that's neat about this too is that we can add the coloring. You see, I have a white background. It's probably kind of hard to see, so apologize for that. But I'm doing a white background with black text, and then my little tachometer that you can see, hopefully moving there, I can also pick the color of that too. So I got 3 different colors for full customization on something as simple as just monitoring software. And then of course we also have gift options as well.
Nice.
So you can do that animated stuff. And I think, we updated the screen a little bit there. We got that 2020 TV, that's out there for the new game, not the 2019 model. And I think people are going to really see a difference there with the quality of the screen with it, and then being able to integrate this in, because like I said, this ain't coming out probably until later in May. For all you guys that are watching, look forward to like a beta program that I want to kick off here in the US, get some people testing out the software. We want it to work right, and we want it to work right for you.
Yeah.
And this right here is just a launching product. So understand that this is just for the AIO. We're going to be able, like I can do, come over here, and then like, here's the memory. Here's the new memory layout for the new Tough RAM. And then I can go in and click those modules, and it's going to for all the LEDs, all right here on one page. And then it's just kind of like a tab section over where you can go to each of all the individual items and set it, or you can just do the whole thing all together. And we're integrating it into one system. Gosh, wow. I've been begging for this, and I'm really happy to see this come out of headquarters, and really awesome to them to be able to throw me an alpha software like this, so that I can give you guys a little bit closer of a demo on some of this that we kind of showed a little bit at the TT Expo.
That's excellent. So the GPU cooling, a lot of people, or a lot of the manufacturers, they don't actually do the temperatures on the coolant. So with the AIO you mentioned, you can actually measure the temperature of the coolant as well, right, with this new software. That's really good. And then also this new software allows you to integrate all the RGB products together. And I love to see how that works. So if you want to be a beta tester, let me know. I'll join your program.
No, absolutely. I think you guys are going to find out when I do something like that. I want to have some fun with it. But the big thing about it is, like once we turn that on, it's not like it's only going to work with this. Once we turn that on, everybody's going to get like, a free upgrade. And it's like a free DLC from Thermaltake. And I hope you guys are excited about it. We will try our best, to be able to do like, beta stuff. So when we kind of come out, there's some of the games that have been coming out, right? We've had a little bit of some rough starts on some stuff. So we definitely want to try to see what we can do to make that even better for a lot of people that have been hanging with us on all the RGB, the TTRGB Plus stuff, all the people I've worked with over the years, and helping them out with, getting their controllers connected and getting set up to even like the modders and people like yourself that do these crazy, awesome builds. And, the color's got to be right. You got to get it all tied in, and that's after you've built the whole thing. You do liquid cooling. It's a big investment, right? And it's got to work. And we want it.
Yeah, of course. And you got you got May, right? May is kind of say end of Q2 around there is the launch. So you got a bit of time to tweak and fine tune the product. So yeah, that's plenty. I'd love to see this product, and I would love to have a hands-on, because I love AIOs. I'm a big fan of water cooling. The hard tube cooling is nice, but sometimes it's a lot of planning you need, right? You need to cut the tubes, you need to bend the tubes, and you got to do a leak test, and also, so it takes time to build a hard tube water cooled system. But AIOs, some people, it's not the greatest, but I think it's good if it's in right, and it's so easy to install. And what I'd love to see though in the future, if possible, and that's not with Thermaltake, but any manufacturer, is they be able to say maybe do it like a see-through tubing. That'd be nice for AIOs. That'd be interesting. That's an idea anyway. That's what I want in my wish list. Okay.
You brought up something that I didn't really show too often to too many people, I didn't really think it was like a big deal for what a lot of people do, but for like a builder like myself, when you're mentioning like hard tubing and stuff, I got this little guy right here just to kind of throw a little cameo to before I get to the, you know, my final thing. But look at this cool little leak tester.
Oh, you have that too. I've heard about that, but I actually see it in person. So now this is showing.
They've been out in the market. People have been doing some really, you know, there's some high-end flashy ones that you can go out there and spend a lot of money on. Or, you know, my CEO, he's a big bicycle guy. Can you tell?
Yeah.
Can you tell? But I think we did a clean job on this, you know, coming out with something that's just this right here. It's like $30 US.
Wow.
I mean, we're not talking something too crazy. It does the job. It gives you G1/4, so that way you can sit there. You can fill your distro plates, your water blocks, check for leaks, the whole system, and then it'll even gives you like a very simplistic gauge with a release button on the side, so that you can do a nice simple pressure test at a nice affordable price. I mean, I'd love to make you $100 one, but I think the fact that this one's only $30 and it does the job is what most people are looking for. And something real simplistic and easy like this makes it a lot easier on the wallet when you're talking about that whole budget of, you know, spending $1,500 or more on graphic cards and water blocks and parts like that, or $4,000, right?
Yeah,
It just
definitely.
keeps going up, doesn't it?
Yeah. All right, cool.
Yeah, and
I love all what Thermaltake does with all the new products, especially every almost literally every half a year they got, or a quarter, they have some new products out and stuff like that. A refresh is nice, and of course you got some nice AIOs. I love the RAM, especially the RAM, and then your accessories. Now, I think we covered most of the stuff for this virtual expo. Is anything else that you want to cover?
you know, sometimes with my job, some of these things are just out of this world. You know,
Are you sure you don't have an alien living there out of this world?
What I get, like, I'm gonna be real with you, man. Like, sometimes I'll get products and we're doing stuff where we don't, you know, I don't really get like a list of like what I can and can't say. You know what I mean? I got to know what I can do and what I can't do, and be able to communicate with that. But you know, I got to tell you, when I saw this product, it really kind of changed a lot of what I was really thinking about. For what we could do with something like this. And I'm referring to this space chair that I'm sitting in right here.
Show me.
I mean, this thing right here, bro, people have been doing gaming chairs for a while. The people that focused on them, everybody got excited. Then everybody started doing gaming chairs. And then everybody's gaming chair looks like everybody's gaming chair. And people even doing videos on what everybody's gaming chair looks like. It's just hilarious.
Maybe this one here.
I couldn't bring this out in better timing, but I'd love to show you guys this. This is now, it's not the official name. I want to be square with you first. It's called the E700, but I'm calling it the E700 Space Chair by Thermaltake.
Yeah, space chair. Check that out.
So, look at this, guys. So this is a new chair design from Thermaltake, and just taking a glimpse at the back of it and seeing just the contours of how this is. I mean, it's something right, like we ripped it right out of SpaceX, and be able to give you like a cockpit or you know, a first class seat to your next gaming adventure with something like this. Even the bottom, you know, the shape of the chair on the bottom has got like an interesting U shape. We have pictures and stuff like that you can see from either our expo and stuff online, but this is in concept right now. Your feedback is definitely appreciated. What can we do more? Would you guys like this? Would you like this silver color to be more of a black color? Do you like the fact that we give you a nice plain background to just give you a blank canvas to do awesome chair modding kind of things? I mean, this is plastic, but it looks like metal. And you want that, because if it was metal, it's going to cost a ton of money. It's going to be heavy. You know, of course, we don't want you hurting yourself gaming, of course, you know.
Hey, laser etched logo at the back would be nice. Yeah.
You know, see, look, did you see? Look at this. I love it. Look, just nonchalant, and it's like a little metal insert because it's got the little TV logo. But again, nothing's final. Artwork's not final. You know, none of this kind of stuff is final. This is a first look, guys, at a new concept chair from us, a space chair. And I mean, I'm telling you right now, you know, I know a lot of flight sim guys. they're going to be a big fan of something like this just because of the shape. It's a different type of shape. It's a different looking type of chair. And I'll tell you right now, bro, that if space chairs become the thing, you can thank Thermaltake for starting this new adventure for everybody.
Hey, you could have an entire range of Thermaltake accessories and products based on your space theme going on, right? Yeah.
This is just it's out of this world, bro.
Hey, I'm gonna give you one of these. Look.
Awesome.
I could throw in so many puns and stuff like that. I could do so much content on different products that we could tie in with just a single chair. I mean, we got the desks, we got the cases, the power, the cooling. Why not have a space chair too, man? Right. I love this thing. I hope you guys love it too. And
let me ask Funky Chick whether he approves. Funky Chick, what do you think? I think it's awesome.
Awesome.
Cool. Nice. So I think we covered everything that we need to cover. You got your accessories, we got your gaming RAM, and then you got your
a lot of stuff.
AIO coolers, a case. I especially love the T100 case. I love that. I want to get a build going on with that. Then we did the AIOs, some nice AIOs, especially with the new software. And then finally we got the gaming space chair, the E700. Nice. So
dude, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, you need to try this. You need to take a flight in this bad boy.
Yeah. So I want to give you a clap, guys. We're gonna give Mike a clap for spending the time explaining and showcasing all the products from Thermaltake. So give it a clap, all right? Come on, give it a clap. Yeah, definitely worth a clap. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, you guys Mike. So much. Dude, yeah, no, it's been a blast. Thank you so much, bro. It's great to catch up with you. Yeah, show definitely. You some stuff. Get to chat with you. Look forward to next time.
Yeah. So are we gonna do Computex? Do you think? What's your chances of the Computex?
I don't think us all the way over here in the US are going to have an opportunity to go over there, but I do know that I'm going to try to do the coolest little show or virtual Computex that I can, maybe from right here in this same seat, come this summer. But, I'm kind of looking forward to seeing what we do once we kind of turn things back on, CES next year.
Yeah,
maybe.
Definitely. I'm going to book my tickets for that. I'm telling you. I'll meet up in person. We'll have a couple of beers.
We're ready to go. We just hoping everything's good. Everybody stay safe, be healthy out there. We'll get through this. It's a tough thing for a lot of people with a lot of what's going on. But, it's awesome that we can have some new products, some stuff that you guys can, go home and play with, when you're stuck there.
Okay. Thanks, Mike. I'm going to switch over back to my screen. And thanks for spending the time with us. And we'll see you very soon. And, of course, keep us up to date with all the new products.
Stay tuned, baby.
All right, thank you. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. That was a virtual tour of the Thermaltake Expo, conducted by Mike, our main man from Thermaltake. So, hope you enjoyed that. Of course, give us your comments, and don't forget to leave us a like, and also follow us on the Twitch, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and so on. And make sure that if you have any information that you want to give us or want to know, then of course send us an email as well. So hope you enjoy the show today, and we'll see you soon in our next show on Sunday with Bob from thinkcomputers.org, and we'll be back after this. So enjoy, have a safe weekend, and we'll see you on Sunday. See ya.